7th October 2022. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. BapDada, Madhuban. Sweet children, the Father is giving you the musk of knowledge. Therefore, you should surrender yourselves to such a Father. Follow the Mother and Father and serve to make everyone pure. Question. What are the signs of fortunate children? Answer. Fortunate children study and teach others very well. Their intellects have firm faith. They never let go of the Father's hand while doing their business, etc. They also follow this course. They stay very happy. Whereas, even if those who don't have it in their fortune were to win a lottery, they would lose everything. Song. No one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. Those who don't know anything are said to be innocent. You children now know that you human beings were truly so innocent. Maya makes you so innocent. You don't even know who the Father is. You call out to the Father, but you don't know Him. You don't even know what property you receive from the Father. So that would be called innocence, would it not? Whether you call someone innocent or a buddhu means senseless. It is the same thing. At this time, everyone has become senseless and they are even proud of their lack of sense. Children, you know the Father and you are listening to Him. However, you souls have to make effort to become soul conscious. Baba himself sits here and teaches you souls to become soul conscious. Have the faith that you are the children of the Father from beyond. You know your worldly Father, and yet you are so innocent that you don't know your Father from beyond this world. It is now in the intellects of your children that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, explains these things. You are not little children. Your organs are large. The Father explains, if you consider yourselves to be a body, you won't be able to remember the Father. Consider yourselves to be soul conscious. The Father doesn't say, child, child, to a body, but to a soul, and all of your children's souls call Shiv, the Supreme Soul, Baba. You don't call any other soul or Brahma this. This one means Brahma is also his child. You know that your unlimited Father has now entered this one. Therefore, you have to remember the Father. You also have to remember the cycle of 84 births. This is an unlimited play of 5,000 years, and you are actors. You now know the beginning, the middle, and the end of the drama. Therefore, the whole cycle should turn around in your intellect. Your name is very well known. You are spinners of the discus of self-realization, and then you become rulers of the globe in the future. The story of 84 births can be proven by the picture of the cycle. You now belong to the Father. Keep this in your awareness. The more you become sticks for the blind, the more the Father will consider you to be merciful. People say, have mercy, have compassion. You know that what compassion the Father has. You have found the Father, and so you should have so much happiness. You now have to stand on your own 2 feet. It is also said that each center is self-sufficient. Therefore, you also have to stand on your own 2 feet. You have to make the highest effort of all. Follow the Father and Mother. In the world, children follow their father and become impure. When it is said, follow his Srimad, it relates to the Father from beyond. Look what business Baba and Mama are doing. They are making impure ones pure. After the founders of other religions come, the souls of their religions also come down from up above. It is not a question of converting souls there. It is here that they are converted. Shudras have to be converted to Brahmins. You have to make effort for this. You give away so much literature. People just look at it and then tear it up. Your children are Roop and Basant. As is the father, so are your children. You have to shower knowledge. These pictures are very good. The picture of the Trimurti is essential. Both the father and the inheritance are included in that. How would you receive the grandfather's inheritance without the father? Everyone loves the picture of Krishna, but they don't like the writing about 84 birds. They like the picture, the image, whereas you like the one without an image because the Father has told you, may you be soul conscious. You consider yourselves to be without an image, and you also remember the Supreme Soul who is without an image. He is the Creator, and He therefore definitely creates the new world. There used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan there. The picture of Lakshmi and Narayan has been created and written on. It is also full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. Lakshmi and Narayan are the empress and emperor. They have the intoxication that they are becoming that by remembering the Father. So, constantly continue to say Baba, Baba, and also remember your future status, and you will go to the golden age. There is the example of how someone kept repeating to himself, I am a buffalo, I am a buffalo. And so he began to think that he was a buffalo. But no one becomes something just by saying it. However, your souls know that you are changing from ordinary humans into Narayan. It is a wonder that you are now beggars. It isn't just one person who rules the kingdom. His dynasty continues. There would also be his children. In 1250 years, it wouldn't be just one Lakshmi and Narayan who rule there. They say that the duration of the golden age is very long, but there still have to be subjects there. Your intelligence should have the enlightenment of knowledge. You can place the picture in front of anyone and explain to him that Bharat was heaven. It is now the old world of hell. Therefore, understand firmly that you were the residents of heaven and that you are now the residents of hell and that you are once again becoming the residents of heaven. In the golden age, it is the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, and in the silver age, it is the kingdom of Ram and Sita. All were residents of heaven. The cycle of 84 births is proven with the picture of the cycle. The picture of the tree shows how you were worthy of worship and how you then came down and became worshippers. You say that all are atheists at this time because they don't know the Father. You now know that everyone is in a graveyard. Your children are incognito. In English, they say underground. There, no one is underground. You are underground. No one knows you. Here you personally sit in front of the Father, and so you enjoy yourselves. The unlimited Father comes from the Supreme Abode, enters this one, and teaches you. He explains to you the secrets of the cycle, but he doesn't stay in this one throughout the whole day. The Father says, I do service. In order to glorify the name of the children, I enter. The Father says, children, May you become spinners of the discus of self-realization. May you be the ones who blow the conch shell. You have to blow the conch shell of knowledge. Whether you call it a conch shell or a flute means a murli, it is the same thing. They have shown Krishna with a flute. Krishna plays a diamond-studded flute for pleasure. There is no murli for knowledge there. You children now have to keep it in your intellects that you will play your parts in the golden age as you played them in the previous cycle. At least claim your inheritance from Baba. However, some children forget when they go back home. The father says, become firm and strong here. You may do your business, but also continue to remember the father. Take the course of 1 second. Many people study even after they marry. You can also do your business and study at the same time. It is very easy for Kumars and Kumaris. Let it remain in your intellects. Mine is one shivbaba and none other. This is not said of Brahma. Baba asked, since when have you had faith? If you have faith, you must not leave such a father for as long as father tells you to study and go and teach others. Your children should have a lot of happiness. When poor people win a lottery, they sometimes go crazy. However, here, children go to their businesses and forget Baba. Baba then understands that you were given such a big lottery, but you went crazy. It was not in your fortune, and that is why it is said, if you want to see the most fortunate ones, see them here. Baba says that you have found Baba after a cycle. Continue to say, Baba, Baba. Wake up early in the morning and remember him. You surrender yourselves to someone you love. To surrender yourselves to Baba, this is the musk of knowledge. We are those who take the boat of Bharat across. We are the true Brahmin children of the true Father who tells the story of true Narayan, the story of the Lord of Immortality and the story of the third eye. So there shouldn't be any defect inside. If there is a defect, you won't be able to claim a high status. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Night class of 28 March 1968. The father has explained, have such a practice that while seeing everything here and playing your parts, your intellects remain connected to the father. You know that this old world is going to finish. We have to leave this world and go to our home. This thought cannot enter anyone else's intellect. No one else understands this. The belief that this world is going to continue a lot longer. You children know that you are now going to your new world and that you are studying Raj Yoga. In just a short while, we will go to the golden age, new world, that is, to the land of immortality. You are now changing. You are changing from devilish beings into divine human beings. The Father is changing you into deities from human beings. Deities have divine virtues. They too are human beings, but they have divine virtues, whereas the human beings here have devilish traits. You know that this devilish kingdom of Ravan is not going to remain. We are now imbibing divine virtues. We are also having our sins of many births burnt away with the power of yoga. Whether we have actually that done or not, each one of you knows your own state. Each of you has to take yourself from degradation to salvation. That is, you have to make effort to go to the golden age. You have the sovereignty of the world in the golden age. There is just one kingdom there. Lakshmi and Narayan were the emperors of the world. The world does not know about these things. Their kingdom begins from 111. You know that. You are becoming that. The Father makes you children even higher than Himself, and this is why Baba says Namaste. They are the sun of knowledge, the moon of knowledge, and the lucky stars of knowledge. You are lucky. You understand that Baba says Namaste accurately and meaningfully. The Father comes and gives you lots of happiness. This knowledge is so wonderful. Your kingdom too is wonderful. Your souls are also wonderful. You have all the knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, middle, and the end of the creation in your intellects. You children have to make so much effort to make others the same as yourself. Each one's fortune is the same as in the previous cycle, but nevertheless, the Father inspires you to make effort. He cannot tell you which ones are going to be the 8 jewels. It is not in His part to tell you. As you progress further, each of you will come to know your part. Whatever effort each one of you makes, so you will make your fortune. The Father is the one who shows you the way, and it depends on how much each one follows that. You see that one means Vishnu in the subtle region. Prajapita Brahma is sitting with him. It is a matter of a second to become Vishnu from Brahma, and it takes 5,000 years to become Brahma from Vishnu. Your intellect feels that that is right. Although people create the Trimurti of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, no one understands this. You now understand it. You are such a multi-million times fortunate children. They portray multi-millions at the feet of the deities. The names of multimillionaires are remembered. It is the poor and ordinary ones who became multimillionaires. None of the millionaires come here. Those who have 5 to 700,000 are said to be ordinary. At present, 20, 40,000 is nothing. If someone are millionaires, that would only be for one birth. Perhaps they may take a little knowledge. They would not surrender everything after understanding this knowledge. Those who came at the beginning were the ones who surrendered everything. Everyone's wealth was immediately put to use. The wealth of the poor is definitely used. The wealthy ones are told to do service. If you want to do godly service, then open a center. Make effort to imbibe divine virtues. The Father is also called the Lord of the poor. At this time, Bharat is the poorest of all. Bharat has the largest population because it has existed from the beginning. Those who were in the golden age are now in the iron age. They have become completely poor. They have spent their wealth and they have finished everything. The Father explains, you are now once again becoming deities. Incorporeal God is only one. The greatness is only of the one. You make so much effort to explain to others. You make so many pictures. As you progress further, people will understand very well. The drama continues to tick away. You know the tick tick of this drama. The act of the whole world repeats accurately and identically every cycle. It continues second by second. The father explains all these things and then says, Man Manabhav. Remember the father. What is the benefit of someone walking across water or fire? His lifespan cannot increase by doing that. Acha, love, remembrance, and good night to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, become true Brahmins. Don't have any defect inside you. Become a spinner of the discus of self-realization and blow the conch shell. While doing your business, also do this course. Second point, become as merciful as the Father and become a stick for the blind. Make the elevated effort of following the mother and father. Stand on your own 2 feet and don't make anyone your support. Blessing. May you become a combined form and by considering the Lord to be ever present, experience His company. Explanation. Whenever children remember the Father with love, they experience His company and Him to be close. When you say Baba from your heart, the Comforter of hearts become present, and this is why it is said, the Lord is present. The Lord is ever present. With the method of love, the Lord becomes present at every place in front of each one. Only those who have experienced this can know this experience. It is remembered, Karan Karavanhar is Karanhar, means one who does, and Karavanhar means one who inspires others, means combined. Those who are in a combined form constantly experience His company. Slogan. To keep your mind constantly in spiritual pleasure is the art of living. Om Shanti